Alright everybody, we're going to try to throw a variable in this little system that we got going on over here. So far we've ran the cardboard piece with the lion print on it. The dimensions on that were 70 by 40. I had a spare piece of wood laying around right here. This is basswood, plywood, something, I don't know. Poplar, that's what it was. This is poplar. Anyway, so what we're going to do is I already entered in the dimensions for this. Now, instead of the 70 by the 40, this is actually 100 by 25. So, turned it on, went to the program. The only thing we're going to do is just going to try to run a quick boundary here, see what happens. Everything looks safe. So, that looks good. We're a decent distance away from the rotary tool. It's right down on there. We're just going to do a quick plug and play, see if we can do a simple offset to the material, if all the settings outside of that will stay the same, and we can come up with the same quality. So I'm going to do a time lapse on this and get this going right now. We'll see how it turns out at the end. Alright, so here we go. Back to the rotary tool and give this a look-see. Self personally, I think finger tightness is enough for this. You're not spinning anything at 78,000 RPMs that, you know, weighs 10 pounds or whatever. So here's the lion. Very condensed, very small, and my thought on this is that it was not processed right. Now you see it's about the same height, but everything's all smushed together. I have a theory on this, and my theory is that just because the material was given the offset in the machine, it did not affect the program that was written in Luban. Alright, so we're going to try something new today. I got some poplar wood. The size on this, we have 50 millimeter diameter. It's only 60 millimeters deep. Then to start off working with this, we're going to use the Lion box code that we did earlier, or we're going to try it on wood. The laser on has been deselected, so it will not stay on the entire time, and the power on this is down to 25%. So we're going to give this a shot, and then we're going to work our way up in increments of probably 10 to 15. We'll make it 25. We'll go 25, 50, 75, and 100 and see what happens. So I was going through everything real quick. It says laser power is at 100, even though I selected in the file that it's only going to be at 25%. We're going to say ready. Length is at, double check this one. Never hurts to be safe. Always be very careful messing with this. It says 62, I'm going to call it 63. Even with the settings in it, moving things around a little bit, I have ran the laser just into the tip of the chuck. Very, very unhappy with myself on that. Freaked myself out. But you live and you learn. I did go through and I created a offset of 10 millimeters on this. That should keep it in the clear. For some odd reason, the last time I tried this, it was under the normal area. When we started out, we did the laser code on the box the first time, and the laser was way up here, and the print turned out good. For some odd reason, this time it came down. I didn't change anything outside of the diameter of the workpiece. I figured the laser would have done its own offset. It did not. So just something to keep in mind. Bring the tool down. Alright. Going to... One thing I found I like to do, so we have our laser dot right there, shows a marker on it, that's the origin. I like to bring the Y all the way out to the end before I do anything. So go to Y origin, 5mm increment, wrong way. There we go, that's on the very tip. I'm going to set the Y origin. Go back, I'm going to run the boundary on this. Warning, if the workspace isn't properly set, laser will crash. Yes, that is a fact. I've seen it happen. Got it. Hopefully we do not crash. Do not crash. Alright, perfect. Alright, so I'm going to put this on a time lapse real quick and we're going to check this out. Alright, so this is our first try at this, working with the poplar wood. This is 2 passes at 100%. We're going to flip this around and we're going to do 75% now. Alright, so doing a little work here, moving forward with this just to show what I've done so far. This is the poplar. We're going to start off here. We have the 100% laser power. Moving around here, we have 75, 50, and then 25. It does lighten up significantly, as you can see. This is all also with 2 passes. There are other settings in Luban that you can mess with to try to get this to focus better, the lightness, the darkness, the sharpness, and everything like that. So I'm just trying to get an idea on what is good for all the wood, what settings to go on, because if you go from one to the other, so you go from this and you're going to go back to the cardboard, not everything's going to, work right. Sometimes you don't have multiple work pieces to try out and you need to get it as good as you can on the first try, and that's what my goal moving forward with this machine and the laser engraver for the rotary tool is, to try to ultimately find the best settings that you can get for woodworking, the leather, tile, and everything like that. So that's all we got for right now. Just getting caught up a little bit more on the woodworking for this. This is the rotary tool. Again, I am working with the 1600 milliwatt laser. Was planning and still plan on getting one of the higher powered Snapmaker 2.0 lasers, but there's a little addition to something coming up here that I'm going to get into shortly. And for right now, this is just what we got. So stay tuned. Have some more video content up for you soon. This is Thumb Hobby.